Happy New Year! Happy New Year to all of you who celebrate New Year. Not the fiscal New Year, which people celebrate on January the 1st, but we call the Universal New Year, the planetary New Year, when the planets are aligned. The equinox are showing you that the change is taking place March the 20th, 19th. It's happened. It actually started 4 a.m. I think 4:01 a.m. this morning. Maybe it was. I'm not sure. This morning, yesterday morning. Yeah, check what in your area when the equinox changed. When your actual new year, and you can tell it's a season, the season change on the real new year. Everything grows, plants start growing up. Yeah, this is real new year. Yeah. The other new year they celebrate is just for closing out the books. They call it a fiscal new year. So this is the real new year. So be sure you have things in place to start things off, where you can manifest things you want to manifest. Uh, Stop doing things you want to stop doing. Because when you say new year, you mean you're going to start off doing something new. Everything is new. Just and it's all begin with you. Looking at that man in the mirror, a woman in the mirror. You look in that mirror and say, I gotta what? Make a change. I gotta make a change. So make a change in this new year. Something you be proud of next new year. Because nobody can make a change but you. That's what Taifa world is all about. Making changes. We staying in the light. And I think I'm about to change this series based upon this movie that I watch, and I've been watching it again and again and again because it's so apropos what's my message is about. Message I've been teaching ever since I remember. Ever since, yeah, I mean, I was in elementary school, and I used to ask these questions about universal questions, and people didn't really pay me too much attention. So I got in my mind then that, hey, you want to find out something, you got to figure it out for yourself. I did ask my grandfather. He was a intelligent person who was able to answer some of my questions. And he told me we never was in slavery. We got ancestry in Ireland and Tunisia. That we have ancestry from both of those countries, and that we are the real Jew, not Jewish, but the real Jew. People have to know what they look like. They didn't look like the people who are saying they're Jew now. They didn't look like that. But Jew is not a religion. It's a Judah. Judah. That's in the book of Judah. There's a beautiful people. They are beautiful. They're God's people. So my grandfather told me about that, and he even about the rites, the culture, what they do, you know, like circumcision and eating things like that. So he got me on the road learning who I was because people in the family they didn't listen to him too much. They considered him kind of kooky, but he the only person made sense to me. So I'm gonna start calling this series. I think I'm gonna call this "Getting Off of Jones Plantation." Getting off of Jones Plantation. And I got news for y'all. If you're not around people that you really know, that know you like family, and y'all got each other's backs, you visit them, you know their children and things like that. If you don't have that, you don't have a community. Well, let's make them. Let's say more positive. When you're around people like that, people who you know their children, you know where they live, you know their background, y'all go outings, y'all enjoy each other's company, you got each other's back, you this with each other's children, you do things as a family, not as an individual. You got your own transportation, your own schools, you have collective shopping, and that's a community. You got a wonderful thing. Hold on to it. Then you don't feel the pains of somebody having to go to somebody else's for services. That is hell. If you have to go outside your community for anything, you are in a hell of a condition because you're faced with a lot of things that are not necessary. It's getting kind of noisy where I am, so I'm going to cut this short. But yeah, go watch the movie Jones Plantation, so when I come on here, we can talk about it. It's a wonderful thing to have your own. God bless the child who has his own. Because a plantation is a slave. If you're on a plantation, you're somebody's slave. So you don't want to be on a plantation. No, 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 no. But however, 99% of people who, if you got to work for somebody, if you got to pay bills for somebody outside your community, you're out, consuming things you don't produce. Yeah, you're buying things from people, things you don't make. Yeah, you don't make your own houses. You don't build your own houses. You don't build your own factories. You are on a plantation. If somebody's doing all this for you, and they have you in a controlled environment, and they're giving you play money, and you're happy, and you on Jones Plantation. Okay, that's it for now.